Picture this, you're on a tight deadline juggling multiple clients and you need a solid sitemap like yesterday. What if I told you there's an AI tool that can handle the heavy lifting for you? Well, there is. Keep watching. Today, I'm going to be showing you the Wix Studio Visual Sitemap and Wireframe Generator. It's an AI-powered tool that makes planning your client's site fast and simple. From mapping out the structure to generating wireframes, this tool helps you stay organized, track progress, share updates with clients, and more. In your sites in Wix Studio, you can go create new site and then choose the Studio Sitemap and Wireframes. That'll take you to the wireframe and sitemap generator. We're going to generate a site structure. So let's pretend we're actually really working with a client here. And I'm thinking we're going to do something like a personal brand website. Let's call it a wildlife conservation organization. And I'm going to say that we are doing a project for a client that is a wildlife veterinarian based in Africa, dedicated to conservation efforts and wildlife education. The business shares insights from fieldwork, educates the public on wildlife conservation, and raises awareness for endangered species. And then I'm going to choose as the site's main service, showcase a portfolio, meaning we're going to highlight conservation projects, photos, and educational materials. And the name of this business, we're going to say Dr. Wild's Conservation Hub. And this business is located in, I know Africa is a very large place, but let's just say it's the continent of Africa wide location, because maybe this Dr. Wild flies around in airplanes and bush planes and helicopters to get to his location. Okay, and the target audience is going to be, we're going to say nature enthusiasts, conservationists, and students of veterinary. And then what makes this business unique? This veterinarian works directly in the field with endangered species, sharing real life stories, photos, and expertise to inspire global awareness and action for wildlife conservation. Very cool. And then what are the main goals of this site? So we're going to say that the main goals are to showcase conservation projects, build a personal brand to increase trust and credibility, and then share educational content to promote awareness and attract potential collaborators and donors. Finally, our tone of voice is going to be friendly. And then what we're going to do is click continue. And now we've got the option of generating visual sitemaps and wireframes using AI with unstyled layouts, elements, and custom content, or just the visual sitemap only, or you just want the structure of the site's pages and sections. It depends on your project and your client. If you aren't providing wireframes and some unstyled layouts and content ideas to your client, then you wouldn't choose the first one. You would just do the visual sitemap as part of your information architecture phase of your project. But to demonstrate the power of this tool, I'm actually going to create visual sitemap and the unstyled layouts and wireframes, including the custom suggested content. So let's start generating, and this will take a few moments to fill out. And so we'll just wait a few moments here. And with the magic of editing, you will not have to wait. So here you can see it's generating the sitemap and wireframes, mapping the site structure. You can see in the back that it's starting to fill out a little bit. It's going to be adding main pages, any sub pages. It's going to install a portfolio CMS collection and any other necessary apps that we will need, possibly like a blog as well. And it will add those to the site and generate that for you. So this saves an incredible amount of time in building this part of the site. It's like you just get to tell it what you want, click start, and just kind of sit back and let it get you that, 10% of the way, maybe even 20% of the way in just a minute or two. And so these are unstyled wireframes, which is important to know. It's not like final design. We obviously can change this. So we've got a nice hero section, which would have a nice background image, maybe a background video. I'm seeing helicopters, drone shots. I'm imagining giraffes running along the plains or the desert. And we've got a nice section here, dedicated wildlife veterinarian. Join us in our mission to conserve wildlife and educate the public. Explore. Great. Even the call to action button name is on brand. Explore. I love it. Conservation initiatives, discover ongoing projects, habitat restoration, sustainable practices, wildlife monitoring. I mean, this is great. Like if your client didn't have one of these as a part of his brand, let's say Dr. Wild, maybe he was like, wait a minute, I don't talk about wildlife monitoring on my website or in my content. Thank you for the suggestion. Client reviews or testimonials, or however you want to reword that, with an image, a learning center. This is great. Embark on a tour. Maybe you could pay for a tour. You can support by, donating. You can explore guides. Maybe there's a course or coaching. So here it is. That's the homepage. But look at all these other pages it created. Why don't we go back and check out the actual wireframe? So if I go here into visual sitemap, and it's like the sitemap rather, not the wireframe. So I can see all the main pages and then the portfolio pages. So check this out. We got home, about, experiences, resources, our work, accessibility, privacy, and contact. So we've got a couple like necessary ones like accessibility and privacy policy. You got to add those to all your pages and to all your sites. But we got home, and then we've got the structure of the site on the page right here. So we've got a header, a welcome, featured conservation projects, what people are saying, learn about wildlife conservation, get in touch. And we can add another section here and choose from this. Let's say you can choose from all these different general sections, maybe services, features, team. That's a great one. We can add the team there, and it will add the team. And if I wanted to drag that up to be above get in touch, then that will be visible on the site itself. If I'm collaborating with my team members, I could set the status of this as in progress. And then maybe about us is to do. And then we're working on experiences and it's good. So this is a ton of time saving right here. If you're talking with your client, you have a meeting and you send them this wireframe, very easily click these three dots, export the sitemap. It'll export an image file that you can send to the client. It'll take basically a screenshot of this, and you could email that to them and say, check out our sitemap, tell us what you think. And they say, we really, really need a page to promote our products. We have sustainable, products that like locals from the area are selling, and we help to lift them up and help them sell their products. We need that page. Well, you could say add a new page, generate, name the page, describe it, and then generate the wireframes and content. And it will do so right here. I can rearrange these pages. So that's rearranging the site navigation. And I can rearrange the elements here. I can duplicate, rename, move that around here. And I can also set it as a home page. If I want a different page to be the home page, I can also edit on the canvas. And it will take me to the site where I can actually edit this specific page. So here is the experiences page. It built an entire wireframed site with content suggestions for me in about 1.5 minutes. And so that's hours and hours and hours of work. And I did it like that. If I want that giraffe picture that I just really need for this site, well, check this out. We got a herd of giraffes. It even has slight animations built into this carousel. What an incredibly powerful tool. And so that's the Wix Studio sitemap and wireframe generator. It makes site planning faster and easier, helping you go from brief to design in no time. Strongly recommend you try it out today. See how it can streamline your workflow for your client projects. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you in another tutorial. Cheers.